more information, go to CBG Airport /flyhealthy.
Okay. George is in need of a second date update this morning. Hi, George.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good.
Going good. So how can we help? Tell us about Lacey and how that all transpired.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I've really spent a lot of time thinking about her since we hooked up, and I've kind of been just racking my brain trying to figure out why she won't take my calls now, and I really don't get it. I mean, we meet on Tinder, and we go out for drinks, and then we go right back to my place. Here's the thing, though. I know that seems like we're moving kind of fast, but she's the one who said at the bar that she was looking for more than a hookup.
Looking for more than a hookup.
Looking for more than a hookup. That she wanted, but she wanted, she could see that the two of us could maybe spend more time together, even spend the whole day with me, because she wants to know whether we have chemistry. She wants to basically dive in head first into spending the night together, hooking up, so that she knows whether we have chemistry or not. So I'm like, okay, sure. And we did have chemistry just, right off the bat at the bar. And it kind of felt like the date was just totally firing on all cylinders. Like everybody's going full speed ahead. So we get back to my place and, she just kind of, no pretense. She just wanted to make it seem like we had known each other forever and that this was just this moment for us and just give it our all and don't hold back. And it's kind of like she was giving a pregame pep talk to me. And so
so funny.
Pre-game pep talk. That's
I like
awesome.
it. So this is, we're going to get out on the field and this is what we're going to do.
And I won't lie, it was pretty hot because, not a lot of girls are really that forward or, making the moves themselves. So it totally put me into the mindset of just really wanting this to be an awesome experience. Personally, I think I pulled it off. I mean, it was, one of my best performances that I've ever had.
Was it now?
Of course it was.
I mean,
well, because, you had a plan going in. You were.
She kind of mapped it all out for him.
Yeah, I mean, and I felt pretty free, because of her making me so at ease, it was just better overall than usually it can go sometimes.
You felt unshackled.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. She actually even thanked me when we were just laying there for being, honest and being authentic and for being vulnerable and, being into all the moments that she had set up for us. But now, 5 days later, I'm just not hearing anything back, just silence.
Well, she may be auditioning other guys. Doesn't mean you're out. Maybe
you might get a call back.
You never know. Here's what I think happened. Yeah. Prior to meeting you, I think she met someone who she was attracted to, had a great rapport with, probably great chemistry with, and then they got together, hooked up, and it was nothing like she thought it was going to be, and it was a real fat disappointment, which is why she took a different approach with you.
I don't know. I'm scared that she wasn't really into it.
That's a possibility.
You know, she wanted to play in the Super Bowl, and you showed up at a T-ball game.
Oh, boy.
You know.
Always a sports analogy.
Well, she started it at the pregame pep talk, even though I mixed sports. Did you notice I did football and baseball?
You were very thorough.
It's okay. We didn't want to call you out on that. It is cool, though. Isn't it cool, when a woman thanks you and you're like, oh.
Thanks for that. Well, it depends.
Not so cool when a guy thanks you, though.
Different.
I know. Isn't that funny?
It's very different.
Thanks. Didn't you do that once? Didn't she say that once to a woman? Thanks for that.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to show appreciation.
And what was her reaction when you said thanks for that?
Did you just honestly thank me? No.
Am I not supposed to do that?
I mean, I thought everything was great, and I know that she might not, but she gave me no indication other than that it was great. So
now, not to get too far up in the weeds, but when you say that, you mean at the end she was like, "Oh, thanks," or "That was nice," or was she like, "Now that's what I'm talking about"?
I mean, not really that excitement. Somewhere in the middle, maybe. I mean, it was really kind of honest, and she was like, "Thank you so much for being so honest with me and open and just an authentic and person and being up for whatever I wanted." And And I'm like, yeah, I thought it was great, like, see you tomorrow or something. I mean, I didn't know that was going to be it. And then to get blown off from here, it's just kind of strange to me. And if it's something I did or said, like, I'd like to know what it is,
Do you feel like that was kind of an audition?
Isn't it always kind of an audition? Like,
yes.
Especially when you're first getting together. I mean,
it is exactly.
That's the answer you were looking for.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, we're just being honest. George, hang on. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. On the surface, it looks like one of a million second date update scenarios that we've done here on Second Date Update. George meets Lacey on Tinder. They get together, have a few drinks, and they hook up. And it was interesting because Lacey clearly liked George and expressed an interest in possibly this being more than a hookup. She really kind of wanted to get the hookup out of the way to make sure that she didn't fall for the guy and then discover that they just weren't compatible that way. So they hooked up that night, and George characterized his performance as his best, his very best.
How about that? Way to go. Well done.
Brought his A game and she thought so, but that was 5 days ago. There's been no response from her after numerous attempts to reconnect. Anything else you think we need to know, George, before we call her?
Not really. I think I told you everything that there is to tell. I mean, went to drinks, hooked up, everything was great, sort of thing.
Okay. Let's call Lacey.
Hello?
Lacey.
Hi, who's this?
It's Jeff and Jen and Fritch, and Tim's around here somewhere.
Hi, this is weird.
Well, we're weird like that. We just call random people.
We're just asking you. It's well checks over the phone.
Yeah, we're
How
doing a
are
wellness
you?
check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing really good. How are you guys doing?
Excellent.
Doing great.
Thank you for asking. So we spoke to a friend of yours.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Why are you guys calling me today?
Well, it's possible this may be a second date update, if we're being honest. Now, are you in the process of sort of dating different people right now, or is there one in particular who you might have dated recently that you're intentionally avoiding? I'm just fishing here to see if you know who we're talking about.
Yeah, well, I mean, it could be anyone, honestly. I've been going on a couple of dates. I'm really trying to get back out there, so it could be anyone.
Yeah. Well, this is George, who you met on Tinder, went for a few drinks with, and he was under the impression you thought there could be more to that relationship than just a hookup. And that's our understanding. You might have hooked up.
Oh, goodness. What exactly, did he tell you guys kind of how our date went? I would want to know, what exactly did he say first? Give you guys any detail?
No. Well, I'll say that he said he, in his opinion, gave his best performance ever.
Wow.
Is that not the case?
Okay. So we just want to put it all out there then? Because I can be honest. I can be really honest about what happened.
That'd be great.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, let me just say that everything was really good in so many ways. Like, we went out for drinks, and during the date, I really, really thought that this could seriously go somewhere. Like, I was super attracted to him, and, he was giving the vibes, so I could tell he felt the same.
Right.
And, it was great. It was really great just to talk to him. I was a fan. I was like 100% all in. Definitely wanted to sleep with him. I'm like, let's do this. I happen to be a very sexual person. So I was in it. I really was, you guys. And I don't want to waste my time with a guy that I'm not really compatible with in that way.
So far, our stories match.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're good so far. Okay. So basically, we went back to his place. Everything is going real good. Everything's progressing very nicely. I'm thinking, all right, we're just about to get into the moment. And he's like, he gets up, and I think, all right, he's going to go get a condom, which he was. But when he came out of the bathroom, he was wearing pantyhose with the crotch cut out, like crotchless.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's handy.
Listen, I'm fine with kinks, like I get it. I don't kink shame. People are into what they're into, like I'm not judging him for that. That's fine. And to be real with you guys, I actually just went with it. I was like, all right, I never know. Maybe this is something I'm into too. You don't know till you try.
Right.
So things kind of got hot and heavy, but at the end of it all, y'all, I just really was not into it. I just wasn't into it. And I kind of asked him about it later, and he kind of told me that he really just loves the way they feel. Like, he likes the texture of the pantyhose. He loves how smooth it is. He likes the tightness of them, and says the tightness on his legs sends all the attention to his and, makes it more sensitive. And just telling me how it just makes everything feel so much better for him. And,
well, if you remember the commercials from back in the day, sheer energy. I mean, you see these women, they put those pantyhose around. I mean, they're doing acrobats on the street.
They became a whole other person.
Exactly right.
It was a lie. It was the first lie we were ever told as women. They feel great.
Exactly. For real. Like, I guess he really bought into those commercials because he's like, I need them to actually, like, I wear them all the time.
Dang.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's just not your thing then?
Yeah, it's just like it didn't feel good to me. I didn't like the feel of them. Like, I'm a skin-to-skin contact person. I want to grab a little that's hairy and sweaty.
Right.
Like, I want to dig my nails in. So that didn't work for me. So I definitely felt like we were not compatible in that arena. It was no judgment to him. Like I said, I don't want to yuck his yum. But it just wasn't a good fit.
Well, we got George on the line here. George, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I just didn't really expect that you would kind of go there. It just felt like you kind of led me on, with the whole conversation about it after. Like, you seemed like you were totally okay with everything. And I mean, to be honest, at this point, I kind of wish I didn't even make this call.
I'm sorry. I swear I am not judging you. I think you should do you and just be comfortable with whatever you like. But I'm sorry, dude. It's just not me. It's just not what I'm into.
Some people are into leather.
Some people are into things that cause a little pain sometimes.
Right.
Everybody's got their thing.
No judgment here.
Nope.
I just felt like you were more open than that and just like we're into whatever, but I guess not.
Yeah, when
she tried it.
Well, when she told you to bring your A game, you were doing your best to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like afterwards that you were totally into it, though. So I just,
You didn't consider that could be it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Lacey, we appreciate you being honest.
For sure.
Sorry about it, Guy. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, it's better to know than not knowing, yeah.
Right. I'm sure, George, you'll land on your feet.
Yeah, I mean, I that's the plan. I mean, I just thought that there was something that there isn't. So I'm just a little disappointed right now.
Well, we appreciate you putting yourself out there. Thanks for coming on Second Date Update, and best of luck to you both.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Bye.
All right. If you need a little help with the Second Date Update, send us an email. Jeff and Jenn at WKRQ.com.
Okay, we got Secret Sound coming up at 7:40. Your shot at $10,000. And a brand new clue that we revealed on our Facebook Live video this morning around 6:30. Don't know if you caught it, either live or shortly after, but if you missed it, we'll do it again at 7:40. And that'll be our first play. Keep in mind, we were hot most of the day yesterday.
Yep.
I believe our 340 guests brought
Went
us
off the
back a little
rails.
bit. They went off a little bit.
Yeah,
We ended up
yeah.
warm, but we're going to try to get back on track here a little later. So
Thanks for listening